Yes, guys, we're back again. It's another watch-along. It's SFeatleyTV, Premier League watch-along, Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham. Let's go!
Balotelli, Aguero! Premier League champions 2016, Leicester City!
Hope to see you soon. Well done. Bye-bye.
Cazorla, Giroud again, Joe Wilson! Here's Gerrard. That's a great strike! McCracken getting closer. To the centre. It's Bergkamp. That's magnificent! Van Persie arriving. Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Robin Van Persie!
Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what happened. My computer just froze. Right, but we're back again. Right, we're back and we're doing another watch-along today. What have we got in store for you? It is Nottingham Forest versus Tottenham. There you go. Right, so let's get into this right now. Turn that off. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. Google. Share in the screen. So, right, for today we have got for Forest, Dean Henderson in goal, Worrell, Cook, McKenna as a back three. Then a four of Williams, Yates, O'Brien, Toffolo, Gibbs White, Jesse Lingard, and Johnson. For Tottenham, it's Lloris, Sanchez, Dyer, and Davies, Perisic, Bentancur, Højbjerg, Emerson, Royal, Kuleveski, Son, and Kane up top. Right. On the bench, we've got Wayne, Hennessy, Koyate, we've done Biacone, Colback, Awan Nai, sorry if I said that wrong, Hennessy, Surridge, Maikin, Koyate, Frula, Dennis, and for Tottenham, Doherty, Richarlison, Sessegnon, Forster, Jed Spence, Tanganga, Sarr, Lengley, and Yves Bissouma. So it'd be interesting to see how this game plays out today. Right. Spurs front three gonna destroy their defense. Strong lineup, but like we'll see how Nottingham Forest play today. Like they've. It's so weird to have. It's so weird that they've got their new kit and there's no sponsors on it. It really does look weird. Right, a shirt with no sponsors. Right, like back in the old days. Right, and everyone, if there's anyone there that's still watching from the F1 show, thanks for tuning in. Right, ignore those little fuckers that were in the chat for my F1 stream. Right, they used to be friends. Right, those little dickheads used to be friends, but as soon as like they decide to spread lies, hatred, and crap about us, right, they're no longer friends, right, and you can tell by the way they were messaging, right, just little dickheads as usual, right. But yeah, let's hope to see better competition in this game, because that game, that race was just like watching Max. It was like watching Hamilton in the old days, or Schumacher with his Ferrari just goes swamping up the field. So I'm gonna get another World Championship coming to Milton Keynes. Yeah, Danny, if you're a Red Bull supporter, be very careful what you're supporting, mate, because when it comes to like standing up against racism, right? Yeah, they drop UE Vips, but they're not quite very good at like sticking to that. They had a video. I'll say this about Red Bull now. Right, Red Bull had a video put out there, and it was an event, marketing event somewhere in Moscow, I believe, and they had people blackface, and one of them was dressed up as Obama, and there was another two people in front of him chasing basically a banana. Right, that's Red Bull, and it had Red Bull like an event Red Bull thing at the back, right? So it was their event, and also after Hamilton coming together with Max Silverstone last year, Hamilton, obviously we all know about the abuse he got, right? He was also subjected to abuse from other not in a, by other by members of the Red Bull team. So where the members of Red Bull were being racially abusive in their messages to Lewis, right? And private messages between each other, as well as also they mentioned Ollie Watkins as well. So yeah, Red Bull, they're not exactly very ethical, right? Just for my city, no, mate. Look. I did look. I I didn't know. Like, obviously, like Milton Keynes stuff. Milton Keynes is like such a great place because for Formula One, it's one of the hubs. You've got the Silverstone down the road. You've got Aston Martin down the road. You've got Red Bull. The Brackley base ain't that far away from Milton Keynes. Right, it's kind of like the central part there. So, right, so you take pride in the fact that you've got so many teams there wanting to invest their money into that city and create the jobs they do. Right, and the work they do is incredible. It's at the pioneer of technology. Right. Do you believe in our tech? I've told you once. I've told you 5,000 times. And by the way, cleared away by Luis. I told you 5,000 times. When he's in the title race, and I'm in a title race that lasts till May, late April, then I'll change my mind. Simple, right? Simple, right? Until then, I'm not dropping my standards. If you want to drop your standards, by all means. Right? You think what happened yesterday was good enough, right? Then you've got a whole world of like I'm telling you now, right? It ain't. Where's the midfield, mate? Your manager's saying we need more signings. Where's our midfielder? You're telling me Xhaka and Elneny are good enough? Wasn't a great win. Are you watching? Are you blind? Why? What the fuck are you smoking? Was not a great win. You call that a great win, right? Shows how much you're fucking. Shows how much. Shows your standard as a man. Shows your standard, right? Didn't bring Smith Rowe on. Should have brought him on. Brings Eddie Nketiah on. 5 opportunities, which would have made it like 3-4-1. It was so easy. I could have put them away, and he did put them away. Sorry, like that's your standard. Nketiah, number 14, is that your standard? Because number 14 for my standards is Henry. But there you go. As Nottingham Forest come forward, threatening their defence already, they've got a player on the outside. They're looking to try and see if they can work something in here. A good start by Nottingham Forest. Right, the first half was good. The second half for Arsenal, by the way, it was absolutely atrocious because we've got no midfield, so we end up losing discipline and control. Right? We need a fucking midfielder, otherwise your manager will not get top 4. And we'll get battered by fucking Man United. We'll get battered if we play like that. If we play like what we did yesterday, we'll get battered. Simple. But yeah, Tottenham trying to play out from the back. My manager is top of the league. Mate, my managers have already won titles. Herbert Chapman, George Graham, Arsene Wenger. Right? You may not notice, I don't give a fucking about who's in top of the league now. I'd rather be in top of the league after the final game in May, mate. Right? If you want to knock one out for this manager because he's top after 4 games, right? You go on, jog on, and do it because, like, I will knock one out if we actually win the league, right? And he's actually top at the end of May. That's when to go absolutely mad, right? Honestly, these people, no standards, right? Even Dan's a Tottenham fan. He's got more standards than you. Sorry, Dan. I had to point that out. Oh, and Ben White. People gave me abuse for calling Ben White shit. Right, yesterday was a perfect example. Why he's shit. Now, Kane, goal! Kane scores already. It's goal already for Harry Kane. Right, Credit King. That's what top clubs do, man. That's what elite managers do. Right? First 5 minutes, score a goal. That is what elite managers do. Yeah? Right? Conte. Now, that is a manager I'd take. That would be a manager I love. Right? See? Straight away. Act on it.
Yeah, I'm watching the highlights right now. Where are you? I'm at 5:45.
Yeah, oh, mate. Yeah, you're on 5:45.
5:50 now.
I'm behind you by 5 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, this could be a long afternoon. Dan, you better be very thankful I'm doing a watch along for you because this is Spurs, right? And I'm going to watch Spurs that like absolutely batter Nottingham Forest. Rich, big up, Rich. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Do you know what? I'm going to drop the link in the chat. If anyone wants to come on, you can do. I don't buy it. I don't mind. Anyone that was watching my F1 stream earlier, big up to you. I know it was a bit boring. Big up Reggie for coming on and spicing up a bit. Right, ignore those little dickheads that were in the chat. They used to be my friends. They used to be friends, right? And I'll tell you that. And I bet you they're watching right now. Friends don't fucking turn on each other on shit they don't even know the truth of. Simple, right? They find out the facts first before they turn on each other. That's what real friends do.
Yep.
They're absolute dickheads. Like I said, used to be friends. But anyway, how are you doing, Manny?
Yeah, pretty good. No real complaints as of yet. Saw the Aston Villa West Ham game. It was a case of Villa once again huffing and puffing, but having their own house brought down by a very unlucky selection. And David Moyes should now thank his lucky stars that he got a win and a goal, because that West Ham scarcely deserved that, in my opinion. Villa were dominant, better strikers and more clinicality. They would have been at least 1-0 or 2-0 up at half time.
Yeah.
I'm pitying poor Emi Martinez because he hasn't had much luck this season. I wouldn't be surprised if he perhaps decides to maybe leave, or the club might decide to sell him. But signing that contract to 2027 might just prove to be a big mistake.
So, Rich, if you're free, do hop on for half an hour, right? You're more than welcome to.
Right, Brennan Johnson down the right, and
Play forward,
by Emerson Royale.
and it's going to be intercepted, put out for corner. Is it going out for corner? No, it's going out for throw.
Yeah. Then number 15, Toffolo.
Hang on, Emerson. How are you like heading your hands over that? That is so their ball easy. Don't get why I do that, but there you go. And to think Spurs signed all these new players, Richarlison and Basuma, can't even get a start on my. That's the scary thing, right? That is what you call squad depth. Oi, credit King. Yeah? That's what you call squad depth, right? That's what you call squad depth in a season that's going to be so compact, it's unreal, right? It's like trying to pack your fucking shopping trolley, right?
Yeah.
They're so congested to each other, right?
Yeah. But then
that is what you call a manager seeing the problems that are going to come this season and acting on it and getting their deals done right before the season bloody starts and getting them integrated into the squad. That is what an elite manager would do, right? Not your frigging Arteta who is going to be the yes man, right? And sit there and say, "Oh, we need to be patient and wait for the right offer to come from Leicester City." Leicester City don't have to sell Tottenham if they don't want to. They don't have to if they don't want to. And if they can't get a replacement, the more likely chance is they won't. And then what are you going to do then, right? What's your bloody Arteta going to do then, right? That's what I keep saying, right? Right? We've got to now get a player that's going to come straight in and fill in that gap because Partey's now out. Zinchenko's now out. Partey is the big one. There's no one there. Oh, shot away and it's blocked for a corner, I believe. But yeah, Johnson getting a well for there.
Very dangerous. So don't discount Nottingham Forest. They've got some really good players who are very interested in the home.
I mean, Nottingham Forest have been more proactive in the market and getting what they need than we have. Right, and when we have, for fuck's sake, right? But he'll probably come on and say, "Oh, but we got Fabio Vieira." Right? Yeah, the only Vieira I believed in fucking left in 2005. Right, and he's now managing Palace.
He came from Senegal to play for the Arsenal.
The Arsenal. Yeah, but he probably wasn't even itching his dad's ballsack by then at that time. You know, that's the thing. A lot of these people that sit there and go on comedy channels and give it shit about the manager, right? Right. Actually, I'm gonna see if I can get that star.
Ever since that goal, though, Forest have been really, probing and trying to attack, and Johnson has looked lively. Gibbs White has also looked a real threat. And, this is going to be a bit of a tough game for Tottenham. And of course, let's not forget that about 31 years ago, they contested the FA Cup final. A very unlucky Des Walker own goal separated the two teams as Tottenham won. Gaza lunged into a stupid tackle and ended up getting subbed. But goes FA Cup and with Gary Lineker. Brian Clough never won the FA Cup. That was his last chance.
Yeah. Anyway, I think Nottingham Forest have weathered the storm a little bit here. There was a little bit of shot to the system, and I think they're starting to settle into the game now. And to be fair, Tottenham look like they're happy just to give him space and give him time. Look, they look like playing counter attacking.
Yeah. And they also showed against Wolves, mind you, that even if they weren't able to get the big win that a lot of us were expecting, myself included, Kane is alone there, but some brilliant tackle defending there from, I think it's Worrell, the skipper.
Yeah, hang on. He's through. Yeah. Can you pause it?
I can't do that. If I have a system where I can pause it, I would have maybe to do so, but sadly.
Alright, no worries.
Yeah, but it's only 5 seconds. So I hope.
I would have been the same time, mate. But like, even though I said, like, Mum said, like my mum said, she could do it. I could do it downstairs, like with the live TV. Right, they were like moaning the fact that I was going to do it.
You can see the highlights right now. I mean, that pass was inch perfect.
Oh, mate, what is the guy on that left back is so lucky. He's not in line at all. He needs to be in line to play the offside. He's so lucky.
Exactly. That's how you spring the offside trap.
Especially with like Kane. Like Kane's got a bit of pace, but he hasn't got the same pace he probably had like 3 years ago. So he is getting on the older side.
Right. True, but he makes up for that with more ingenuity as to when he.
Yeah, that's why he probably plays deeper than usual. But like, that's why the centre back was able to get across.
Yeah, it sort of reminds me in a way of Edward Sheringham, who actually played for both Forest and Spurs. Never the quickest, but he knew how to get into positions really well. I think that cost him in a way for England because in '98, of course, he didn't start too well and Michael Owen came on for him. But he was well used by Eriksson as a substitute in subsequent games and played a good role in the 2002 goal. So, just goes to show what you lose in pace, you make up for in
shot, blocked, headed back in, headed away again. Now it's going to be Kulusevski. Mate, that guy's quality. Kulusevski's quality.
Oh yeah, as is Ivan Perisic, no doubt about it. A lot of people would have thought that, he's done his dash, but take a look at him. And as I say that, a cross whipped in.
Yeah.
Headed away. And
look how quickly they're Look how quickly they're pressing.
Was it?
Yeah, if they score, try not to shout.
Yeah. Right. But again, as you said, this is the difference between a manager like Arteta and a manager like Conte, who's seen it before, done it all, and he just has his finger on the pulse when it comes to knowing what is necessary for the squad and knowing whom to get and when to get it and how to go about it. With Arteta, I'm not going to say he's a clown. I mean, of course, he was able to get Jesus and Zinchenko.
No, Manny, he's a clown.
What?
He's a clown.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, he did.
Do you know why? Do you know why he could get Jesus and he can get Zinchenko? Because he had a relationship with him when he was at Man City as an assistant. That could be a reason why. That would be a big reason why.
It's probably the main reason why, it's fair to say, but I mean, you can't deny that both of those players are quality.
Not
Let's
to
think
mention
about it.
Jesus wanted to play every week as well. He knew that Haaland was coming in.
Yep. I mean, let's also admit, we dodged a bullet by not getting Lisandro Martinez. We would have had to pay more for him. And having said that, of course, he's grown into his new role as a central defender for Manchester United. But
Hang on a minute. You're telling me you dodged a bullet and we got Ben White in our team.
We needed to get something like.
Be very careful what you say next.
No, well, comparing Lisandro Martinez to Zinchenko, I will say that we didn't spend as much money as we would have spent if we got ourselves a quality acquisition.
Yeah, but we could have quite easily put Lisandro Martinez where what's his face? Ben White is. If we wanted to.
I don't think Martinez could play in that position.
You sure?
No. He's more suited to being on the left.
Oh, hang on. Kane. Boo, and wide.
Needed to curl that.
Yeah, he didn't get curl on that.
Yeah.
That was an R1. That was an R1 circle shoot, that was.
Yep. So it looks as though Tottenham are just going to be happy to counter and try and hit Forest on the break.
Exactly.
The goal aside, Forest seem to have now solidified and weathered that storm, as you say. Right back's a different kettle of fish. I can never forgive Arteta for dawdling. We could have had either Aaron Hickey or Jed Spence, and we still, had to depend on Tomiyasu being fit. And, I was just on Sait's show earlier today, we were talking about Ben White. I made the point that, yes, he may be able to make some tackles and get a little bit forward, but obviously when he needed to be at the back, he wasn't there. And if he's not a natural right back, his trying to overlap will only cause problems. And it also affects Saka's game, wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Saka needs a rest, and he deserves better than to have Ben White as a right back. I mean, maybe in some cases Ben White might, he can make a few tackles and have a decent game, but what we saw, I mean, he actually committed a couple of fouls as well. So I can never really get behind Ben White as a right back. No matter, I still consider him to be a square peg in a round hole.
Oh, by always, mate. By always, mate.
Yeah. But,
big up everyone. Sorry, just want to take this chance. Big up everyone that is watching in the chat. We're 20 minutes into this game now. It's Nottingham Forest 0, Spurs 1.
Just looking at Simon Cook, who signed for Forest from Bournemouth, I think he's quite glad that he's not at Bournemouth anymore, seeing how they got ripped to shreds by Liverpool.
Yeah, mate, that's mad.
Corner whipped in. A very high clearance.
Oh, you're always ahead of.
Distance. Saved by the keeper.
Shot. Oh, Gibbs White. Ball in. No. Go on again. Skin him.
Are you sure you're only 5 seconds behind me?
I'm on 20:30. 31.
39. So that's 10 seconds for me.
No, I'm on 20, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42.
So you're 8 seconds behind me. 8 or 9 seconds behind me.
Yeah.
I just don't like it when we have this.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I can't pause it.
I understand that. That's not a problem. Don't worry about it. We make do with what we can get.
Yeah, man.
We make do with what we have.
And plus, people wanted Premier League watchalongs as well. Like, people were saying, why are you doing the Tottenham one? I said because I do Premier League content. I've said like we do Premier League content. We do football, right, and Arsenal content. So we talk about Arsenal a lot, but we also focus also on other clubs. So it gives everyone a chance to come on and have their say on their football club.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You thought, oh, Kane's gonna come forward again? No, didn't work out. That was poor.
It's interesting that the Welsh contingent of Williams and Johnson have looked quite lively and been quite pivotal.
Go on.
Their manager is also Welsh. In fact, Cooper was the guy who coached the England under-17 team to the World Championship.
Exactly.
Place over here in India. So if he continues to do quite well with Forest and have a few more years under his belt, I'd like to see him being considered for the England job.
James, boy, my bro, how you doing? Right.
James.
What's up? Let me have a look at the Premier League fixtures actually. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe. Let me just see what we've had already. Brentford won, Everton won. Another draw. But I think Everton will start improving now since they've got a striker, Neil Maupay. I didn't think Neil Maupay would leave Brighton to go there. Oh wait, Neil. Yes, and I never thought he'd leave to Brighton to go to Everton. Like I just didn't see it on the cards. Oh, I should need to change the scoreline, you know.
There was some talk about possibly going to Fulham to reunite with our own Bert Leonard.
Nah, mate. I've got the lit. Like, the thing with Maupay is you just can't excuse it.
Maupay, you're an absolute disgrace. You're a cheat. I hope Brighton get relegated.
Seriously? You're taking a quote from that, Torang? For peace sake.
Oh, mate. The guy, mate, look, as much as he might be deluded, he sticks to his opinions and he's a nice guy. Like, honestly. I've bet him. He's a nice guy. He just doesn't want to say anything bad about the football club. Mate, I'll use any clip I want.
Okay, look, I'm not saying anything, yeah? I'm just wondering why you'd even take his word as part of your proof.
Because it's funny. It's funny.
Right, yes, it's funny. You're quite the comedian.
It's a fucking joke, man. Jesus Christ.
I know it's a joke.
Don't need a fucking inquiry. Fuck.
All right.
Son.
Calm down.
Well done yesterday. You had to battle in that second half. Yeah.
But here's the thing. I think another
Mate, James, I'll tell you now. Arteta can thank his lucky stars that he's got someone like he's got like Gabriel who can actually make up for a mistake, right? Because I'm telling you, Ben White was absolutely useless coming up to that goal, right? Eddie Nketiah. I mean, what was fucking Arteta trying to do? Lose the game? The guy. I'm sorry. I'll say it now. I could be attached to an infusion pump and still score any of those 3-5 chances that fucking Nketiah had. Easy. Right? That's why he's not worth the 14 shirt. That's why he's not worth over 100 grand a week. That's why I'm not having like these little pricks that want to love off the manager every 5 seconds tell me that he's done decent. Done decent. No, not when you're wearing a 14 shirt. If you're wearing a 14 shirt, you've got to be the best of the best. Because that's what Henry was. And that's why Aubameyang deserved that shirt. Because he was best of the best. Right? And if you can't find the best of the best, or someone that deserves that shirt, do what Chelsea did and retire the number. Retire the number before you disgrace it with someone like Nketiah. Simple.
Which number did they retire, by the way?
26 minutes in.
26, 28 over here. Yeah.
Go get
I guess
going.
one reason why Malpay decided not to go was something to do with Twitter. Some guy named Jordan, I think, posted a tweet about Leno meeting Malpay and posting a gif of the Tuchel Conte handshake from hell. And that really, I think Leno ended up liking that tweet, and Malpay decided, you know what, he still can't let bygones be bygones. I don't want to join Fulham. Maybe that played into his decision. I don't know. And look, I mean, I told you, the AFTV people, some of them are actually really nice guys, but the problem is they don't half speak some rubbish.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Some are actually just genuinely nice people, but they just talk crap.
Yeah.
At times, their opinions can be deluded. You know.
But
I'm wondering if his straw's bent.
because I don't think Leno would have been able to have that solidifying run near the end of the season where we recovered to finish 8th and ended up winning the FA Cup. So I guess it all worked out well in the end. All's well that ended well.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Mate.
In fact, I would go so far to say that Malpay was responsible for us winning the FA Cup.
That's exactly why I bought a fridge for my bedroom.
Always efficient. Always efficient. Normally I'd go out.
I don't have to go anywhere. I just literally just go and grab a Ribena from the fridge.
Yeah, exactly. Can't go wrong with Ribena. Normally I'd buy if I were working a little bit, doing this a little bit late, I'd go out and buy some food, but
I've had 2 glasses of Coke already, or 2 cans. Yeah.
Oh, so just nip off for a bit, do some exercise. You mean
No, I've got. You could chop the herbs a bit finer next time. But thanks. More pasta for me today. Top not looking comfortable at top. James is saying, yeah, I absolutely hear you, mate. Big up everyone that is watching. I really do appreciate anyone that is watching. You know, anyone that watches helps raise more money for the charity. So the more people you can get to watch us, the more money we'll raise. Right? It is for charity after all. It doesn't go in my pocket.
Sorry about
Plus, like the guy on on the F1 stream earlier. First of all, he's a deceitful, lying prick, right? Because we used to be friends, and then because some channel decided to call me out as a, they decided to call me out as a racist. I'm a Lewis Hamilton. They took the piss on when Hamilton lost in Abu Dhabi. They took the piss that I'm a Hamilton fan, yet they call me an openly racist channel. How does that work? Right? You know? Okay, blocked. Yeah, so like, but as I'm saying, this prick has been coming in and out with some other guy, right? So because the channel's dead, the channel ain't done streaming months, it's dead. Right. So but the thing is that the only ones that believe this stupid lie about me is them. No one else believes it. Everyone else says, no, you're cool, you're a top guy. So there you go. Right? So half of them been told to, if you want to come back on my channel, shut up about it. Right? And like, I'll say this right now. He was saying that because Max Verstappen went from 15th to first, though I've seen Hamilton go from 14th to first before, right? I've seen Hamilton do it many a times, right? Whereas we all say it's the car for Hamilton, apparently for Verstappen, it makes him the best in the world. I said Max Verstappen is the GOAT, right? Hamilton can't race. And I'm like, how many titles he got? Oh, son! What a save! What a save by Dean Henderson, but it was offside anyway. But that was a save.
Marginally off, good call by the ref. So,
Yeah. But it was definitely a good save. Yeah, it marginally way off. But yeah, as I was saying, like these they're probably watching now because they're blocked anyway. But who cares? He was going on about the fact that Hamilton can't race this, that, and the other. I said, yeah, and that's how he's won 7 titles. You dumb fuck. Right, that's how he's won 100 Grand Prix, 100 pole positions, right? This, that, and all the other, right? And the Max Verstappen has not even got over 20 pole positions yet, which is what Bottas has got, for fuck's sake. And you're telling me that Verstappen has more. He's better. He can't even tie his shoelaces yet. He can't even tie he can't even put on Hamilton's boots yet. Right? So do me a favour. And he's saying like, I know who to back, and I'm like, well, you clearly don't. You know fuck all about Formula One, clearly. If you think Hamilton's that much of a shit driver, then you know fuck all about Formula One. Then I suggest you go watch another sport. When it comes to football opinion, I'll have anyone challenge me, right? Because I know some things, but a lot of things, well, some people will know better, right? Right? But when it comes to F1, mate, I was learning how to set up a car of an F1 car, like back when I was a teenager, like a teenager, like and what like downforce meant and this, that, and the other. I'm like a walking encyclopedia when it comes to Formula One, you know. So don't. It's like if you're gonna start chatting to me about Hamilton being shit, then I'm not gonna listen to you because you know nothing at all. But there you go. But Spurs playing poor this first half. Yeah, sorry, Dan. Yeah, I do make you right. They have let Nottingham Forest settle into this game, and Nottingham Forest are decent opposition to play against. Oh, shot wide. Oh, look, there was a Spurs fan in the background of that picture going on. I was about to do that back. Big up everyone that's in the chat right now. Right, appreciate the love and support as always. Forest playing well, just no striker up top. That's good. That is a point. They've bought a lot of players, but their striking force is a little bit to be desired. I do have to admit that, but I still think they'll stay up. Right, Nottingham Forest will stay up. I'll put a tenner on that. Easy. Throw him. In his last 9 hours on the pitch, Davinson Sanchez has not conceded a goal. So that's 3 hours, 90 minutes. That's like 3 or 4 games. I think. No, it's a lot more than that, actually. Probably about 5 or 6. That's a pretty good record. Right, Nico Williams with the throw. What do you make about Dean Henderson? Do you think he should have stayed at Man United?
No, he wanted to go. He clearly thought he deserved to play first team football, and I'm just glad that he's.
By that mistake by David De Gea, I'll make his point.
No, but here's the thing. Whether or not he had his injury. De Gea took advantage of that, and Henderson simply can't sit around and complain that he should be the number one when he had his chance and never took it, and couldn't really take it. And he does have a bit of a poor injury record. I
Yeah,
mean, he's
but the
doing.
problem,
Yeah, look, it's
Manny,
only 3 games. Yeah.
I will just say this though, because sometimes the goalkeeper's only good as his defence, and look what he's had in front of him. Man United is shit. Their defence is shit.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, you can easily get either found out as a goalkeeper by making stupid errors like David De Gea did, or it just be the fact that you're fucking getting sabotaged by your own bloody defence because your defence is shit. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've always said, right?
Yep.
When you're a goalkeeper, you are in command of that defence. That's your last line of defence. Right? Especially when it's in your area. Right? The best goalkeepers are the horrible bastards that no one likes because you'll just, if you get anything wrong, you'll just shout abuse at you. You'll just fucking say it like, no, I'm fucking getting the ball. It's my fucking territory. That sort of thing. Right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Merekinas, the owner. Lodi set to join from Atletico Madrid on loan. Tell you what, they're making some decent moves, like Nottingham Forest. Like speaking to big clubs, you know. Down the left-hand side, it's going to come out to Perisic. Perisic will keep it in. See, look.
Yeah.
Their number 14 has just done more than what Nketiah did yesterday.
I get that. Look, and let me get back to the Henderson issue. Look, he's come over
Yeah,
here
sorry.
to Tottenham. He's played very well, and he's doing obviously his chances no harm. And given the effort that Forest took to try and sign him, it would have made more sense it wouldn't have made sense if he wasn't, starting. But he does have a bit of a poor injury record, and given that he is on loan, I don't think he'll be allowed to play against Manchester United. So they've actually signed a really, really good backup in Wayne Hennessy, who is, of course, Wales' number one, and in my opinion, could have joined a club where he would have guaranteed himself a lot more game time. But maybe this is a good thing for him because Danny Ward has been having a pretty poor time.
Lodi to Forest on a loan deal is a mad deal. Right? He had a falling out with Simeone, I heard. Wow. Then, like, fair play to Nottingham Forest for like jumping on it. Then, oh, I felt really gutted today with that Grand Prix. Hamilton just made a great start, and then he tried to go around the outside of Alonso and just took too much to the corner, and Alonso had nowhere to go. So he ended up hitting him. I'm really like, plus a guest who came on, Rajid, big up to you, my friend, coming on. He suggested about getting F1 manager for this season. Because let me put it this way: F1 manager, like football manager, yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically football manager, but in F1 terms.
Mm-hmm.
So you get the whole management, the team, development, research facilities, all that shit. And and by the look of it, people are really got hyped over it. They're saying it's even better than the actual game that you actually race on anyway. It's just having the time, because I love doing this, and I love doing all this, but there's so much prep you got to do. There's overlays, there's thumbnails, there's setting up streams, sending links, sending DMs to people, getting people on. Like, it takes so much time, and then you've literally got about 1 hour, two. I don't barely sleep because I struggle to sleep at the minute. So what I do is I play on the PS5. It's my time I get like to just chill. And do you know what? I'm supposed to be doing a weekend review. I'm not gonna do for the F1. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do that another time. I'll do that tomorrow probably, because I've already done two watchalongs, and that's enough for me. Because it's a busy week this week. Got a fucking busy week this week. We got a game on Wednesday, then we got deadline day, and we're live from don't forget deadline day here on SFeatleyTV. It will be from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. or 4 something like that. Then we'll go back live again for 8 p.m. and we will run that all the way to 11 o'clock. That will be until the window closes at 11 UK time, 11 p.m. UK time. And the link will be in the chat, so anyone who wants to come on and have their say, they can do. But anyway, come up to the end of the first half, and Nottingham Forest are still in this game by a long shot. Tottenham coming forward with Kane, ball in over the top. It could go to Perisic. It goes for goal kick. It was a poor ball by Kane. I think Kane will stay at Spurs for the rest of his career now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll stay for the rest of his career at Tottenham. I think the day of him going somewhere else is long gone.
Yep, exactly. A little bit like Jamie Vardy with Liverpool. Could have gone to some big clubs when he was still at the peak of his powers. Now his pace has dwindled a bit, but just goes to show that
Hang on.
sometimes loyalty is the best policy.
You mean Jamie Vardy with Arsenal?
Well, he could have moved to Arsenal if he wanted. I think that was the plan. I don't know.
He wasn't interested anyway, mate. To be fair, his agents have made it clear.
Exactly.
They said in an interview afterwards he wasn't interested really, because he knew he wasn't going to get playoff fun. But like Letitia stayed at Southampton or Sunderland. Southampton, yeah, that's what I thought it was. He stayed at Southampton for the rest of his career. Right? People don't remember him like a lot because they only remember the players from the big teams. But he was a quality fucking striker. Could punish you if you're not careful.
You don't need to tell me. He used to torment us on more than a few occasions. Right, so 1 minute.
Don't know what's on there.
Half could very well be over, and it's very well a case of yeah. Listen, as soon as the half ends, I might have to go for a bit, but I will be back in 15.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, so yeah, so you can just expand the screen and yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
I said, I'll be back. So let me just give you my verdict on the half. No, I said I'll be back. I'm going to give you my verdict on the half. Certainly, as you said, with Kane scoring before I joined.
What the fuck?
Why don't you just ignore these pot-stirring comments, for heaven's sake? Anyway, let me say...
Mate. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've just got to say this. Your manager got fucking lucky, mate. Right? I could bury half of those chances that he gave to Nketiah. Half of them. With my infusion pump attached to me after having liver surgery. Right? I could have still got up and fucking put those balls in the back of the net. Right? But your manager signed him over 100 grand a week and gave him the 14 shirt. So don't come to me saying getting lucky. Right? Get in the bin. Right? I hate Tottenham as much as anyone, but get in the bin. Seriously, get in the bin. Right? Seriously. Right? Raise your... You just can't... You can't accept your standards are on the floor. That's what you can't accept, right? You keep going on about your manager being top of the league. It won't last. It won't last. And if he doesn't get a midfielder, you watch us implode. You watch, right? Because Granit will do his same mistakes. El Nenny's just not good enough, right? Vieira's not even tested yet, though he had chances to against Bournemouth, right? So, and also, Project Youth, he's destroying one of our own youth players now. One of our own players, right? He is destroying Emil Smith-Rowe's career, keeping him on the bench for a wanker that calls himself a captain but disappears throughout the whole game and only turns up when it's necessary. Like, sorry, like, come on, like, honest to God, like, I mean, you can call out that rugby fan the other day if you wanted to, unless you want to leave out on that stuff.
I mean, it really will only have some more weight if we get some other rugby fans in the chat. So, James, if you're a rugby fan, if you could stay around, I will come back and show you those tweets. But
my manager is top of the league.
Obviously, Spurs have gotten their goal and they've sat back and allowed and decided to try and hit Forest on the counter. Forest have looked lively, not that clinical, and Cooper might need to make some changes to try and bring on a bit of firepower. I think our knee might be on the bench. I don't know. He should be a good option to bring off, but we'll see how that works. But Forest do look good. Lingard probably hasn't come into the game as much as people would like him to, but he'll have 45 minutes to do so, and I think
how is a guy that disappears throughout the game bossing it? Can someone explain it to me? Right, I'll give you an instance, mate. Right now, if Smith-Rowe was on the pitch when Saka received a long ball, I think it was from Martinelli or someone, right? He knocked it down. Now, if he was with Smith-Rowe, he knocked it down, knowing that Smith-Rowe will run on the end of that and put the ball in the back of the net. What's Odegaard doing? Sitting there, taking 2 days to work out what actually Saka's doing, right? No communication, right? Right? No telepathy, right? Because Saka's played with Smith-Rowe throughout his entire career at Arsenal, right? From Hale End all the way to now, if he knocks the ball down there, he knows Smith-Rowe's getting on it. He knows he is. Odegaard, where was he? 2 days too late. Right. Simple. I will not. I'll just go for the rest of your chat.
Okay, listen. You didn't have the back and forth. I've got to split, but I will come.
Yeah. All right. I'll drop you out for a sec. I will not complain about FPL because the worst it's ending and the best is about to come. Good luck in the upcoming game weeks, guys. Big up DIAM. Big up to yourself for coming in and tuning in. You nearly imploded yesterday. It's just a matter of time. That is a point. But isn't it about making your own luck? Actually, people actually rate Conte such a PTB. Can you ask Can you clarify what that PTB means? I'm probably not the sort of guy that knows it. So but there you go. Right, I rate Conte. Conte's a quality manager, mate. I love him. I'd take the mate. I'd take myself over this manager, honestly. Arsenal started well this season, but the games you've won, I'm not being funny, you were supposed to win in. There you go. We're all supposed to win in games, but then we're sitting there jumping up and down like we've won the fucking league. You see the end of that fucking game? We're jumping up and down like we've won the Champions League or something. You look like a fucking title parade. Like, for what? Being top in August? Be top in fucking May. That's when the season ends. Why? What is it with these wankers? Let's sit here and go, my manager's top in the league. Oh, we've won 4 in our first 4 games. Look at us. No, you're in the muds. You're shit. This, that, and the other. Right? Shut up. If we're top in May, you can come out as much as you want and say all you want. Because when we've won, then it means we've won the league. And I'll even come out and say, Arteta, you proved us wrong. Right? But if he's not top at May, and he's only top in August, and then we fall down because we've still got to play Europa League with a squad that's not got any squad depth, take Party out of the team, got the midfield again, right? Then, bang, implode. Like, honestly, to get games against Portugal, yeah. And also ESR not playing affects me, Stephen, as mate as well. Has potentially Arteta is stopping ESR going to the, exactly, Danny. Smith Rowe for England would be fucking incredible with Saka there. Them two together would be brilliant, right? Going forward, not this manager. I got to make Odegaard captain, and I've got to put him on the bench. Right, I've got to put Smith on the bench. He's not doing enough in training. Bollocks. He's done more than fucking Odegaard's done in his whole fucking career at Arsenal. I don't give it that bollocks that Everton Smith Rowe's done nothing. He's not doing enough. Bullshit. Right? Excuses. And excuses by a shit manager. Sorry. I'm sorry, Dan. I know it's a Tottenham watch-along, right? But, these people just don't see the bloody picture. Yes, you can be happy you're top. You can be happy we're top of the league, right? But stop acting like we've won the fucking thing, right? There's 34 fucking games to play yet. There's still the Europa League to fucking play yet. And there's still the fucking Carabao Cup and the FA Cup. So just for God's sake, calm down. Level it. Jeez. What are you going to do? Have a fucking bus parade that we were top in August? Jesus Christ. I remember the first season, full season under Arteta, they were like, oh yeah, but if you look at the second half of the season, we were third in the league. That shows how shit we were in the first. The fact we finished 8th afterwards. Doesn't matter. You got to be fucking top at the start all the way to the in that race. Sorry. We won our first 4 games 2 seasons ago and finished 10th at the end of the season. Way too early to predict what will happen. You know what I mean? Will you wear an Arteta shirt all of next season if we get... I'm saying this for the last fucking time. I will back the manager when we're in a title race. Okay? Get that through your head. Right? I'm not like you and thinking Champions League is the promised land. Right? The promised land is winning the Champions League. The promised land's winning the Premier League. That's what I want. I don't want top four. Right? I don't want to just focus on top four. Right? I want to win the league, not just finish fourth. Right? Of football in general, so it's all cool, mate. Mate, you can banter this lot as much as you want. Arteta here to stay. Well, yeah, then we're never getting anywhere, are we? You're never going to win the league. So, answer me this, Credit King. You give Arteta the same squad as Pep, Klopp, right? Conte, Tuchel, Ten Hag, right? These elite managers, right? You're telling me if he had the same squad depth, same games, everything like that, you're telling me that Arteta would beat them to a title? He would beat Pep, Tuchel, Klopp, right? All these managers, elite managers, Ten Hag, Conte, 6 of them there. You're telling me that he would beat all 5, 6 of them managers and get the title if he had the same squad as they did? Because if you're telling me that, you need help. You need help. Serious help. Couldn't believe the way Alan Smith went on about other. Oh.
It's a nonsense. A nonsense. They wouldn't let him on the coach. I wouldn't let him on the coach.
Oh, it's nonsense. You're telling me. Oh, mate. You're telling me, mate. You're telling me it would beat Pep, Klopp, Tuchel, Conte, Ten Hag. He'd beat all these managers, elite managers. He'd beat them all to a title if he had the same squad. Right? I wonder if it is, but mate, I think I met him once on the Pun stream. Right? I didn't really get a chance to say anything because every time I wanted to make a point, he'd come over us. Like, my opinion don't mean nothing because I'm Arteta out. Right? I'm sorry. Like, right? I want to get this on, like, very clearly. I have asked, right, very clearly, can, with the same squad as Pep, Tuchel, if every club, right, sorry, I'll say this right. I've just asked Credit King, very serious question. If Arteta had the same squad as all the other managers and all the other managers had the same squad, you're telling me that Arteta would beat Pep, Tuchel, Klopp, Conte, Ten Hag. He'd beat them all to a Premier League title if he had the same squad as them. And he's just said yes. Someone get him some therapy. He needs therapy. I'm sorry. That's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. I can't, mate. I'm stunned. Alright, no worries, James. Big up for watching. So, unchanged by Forest at the minute. We'll see how the rest of this half plays out. I mean, Tottenham haven't been exactly great after scoring goal. They really haven't. They've let Nottingham Forest dictate the game, to be fair. To be fair, this squad isn't good enough to win the league under any manager. I mean, other than maybe Tierney, who's actually world class, this squad, Arteta spent loads on bang average. Well, Jesus and Zinchenko are Premier League title winners, and that's not baggage. That's not that's not bang average. They're not bang average players. They're quality, right? You've seen that already. But if Arteta is here to say, so is the stench of loser and Arsenal's prestige shrivels further with the incompetent novices. Yeah, man. I understand, man. Plus, right, I'm hopefully getting this Arsenal shirt that's supposed to be turning up. Right, it's an 0102 shirt with Henry on the back. Right, a real fucking player. Right, a real legend. Not Arteta's Nketiah. Right, that would take 10 days to score a goal. Look at that. Son's hardly been mentioned in the game apart from that. Same as Kane and Davies. Fewest touches in this match. Jesus. Only 12. They're struggling getting him in the game in a minute. Which is just good tactics by Nottingham Forest. Tottenham will score again. Probably, mate. More likely. I'd love to see Conte try and come to the Emirates with his squad. If they play like that, we'll stand. If like this, we'll have half a chance. But if we play like we did against Fulham, we're gonna get fucked. I mean, next weekend's we got the Watchalong for Aston Villa on Wednesday. Then I will be on Man United agenda this week for the big game of Arsenal versus Man United at Old Trafford. Man United. So we're gonna put that. That's gonna be on like whenever they're free. They'll also be coming on my preview. There'll be loads of people that want to come on it. So we will do a panel for that preview, and then at the end we will do an open line session for 10 minutes, so people can come on quickly, have their say, and go. Let's be honest though, what did it? Yeah, I wouldn't judge him just too yet, mate. I wouldn't judge him. Jones, I would. Anewing Jones, I wouldn't worry about him just yet. I'll give him the first 10 games and then see what's what. Yeah, I'm not gonna completely destroy him in one day for one game, because so far he's been good, so I can't complain. I do agree with Zinchenko. He could quite easily go in the midfield as well. But would he do that if Tierney's there? No. A crossing header. Oh, it's wide. Yates had a free header. Tottenham luckier with that. Their defending was appalling. Ball through here. comes, chips in, Yates on the end of it. No, didn't get a chance to bury it. No, just gonna go wide. Anyway, it's still Nottingham Forest 0, Tottenham 1. Just I've got to send them another message downstairs. Jesus and Zinchenko are the exception. Arteta and recruitment to meet rates and previous work relations. If that didn't exist, why would they come here? Edu, 30 million on a fringe player. Exactly. Costing. Oh, it's just headed over. Oh, hang on. What's happened here? Right, what's happened here? So ball's come in. There's nothing. Oh, he's handballed it. Oh, Cook, man, what are you doing? You absolute moron. So, looking at denying of a score and a goal opportunity. Oh, Jesus, this could be a red card. So, it's definitely a pen, but is it a red? Nah, Kane would have got to that. No, I'm sorry, Kane wouldn't have got to that. He wouldn't have got to that. So he's been booked. Fair decision. I don't think Asdana was got. It is for me, it would be really harsh actually if he got sent off. Come on, Hendo. Come on. Save it. What a save! Dean Henderson, what a save! What a save! Like, jeez. He's got to be proud of that one. And they win a free kick up the field. Look at that. He's absolutely chuffed to bits with that. Absolutely chuffed to bits. No, not even a move from the manager. Thrown in. Shoots. Oh, it's gone wide. Oh, it's gone wide by Nico Williams. But Forest are like on top at the minute. Tottenham are struggling. Oh no. Did they get a deflection? They got a deflection. That's a corner. That was a corner. He came off the back of his shirt. Wobble had to take out Son there and get the yellow. He had to take Son out there. Big time. Static, my bro. How you doing, my friend? Arteta out. Stick to it. You know, Static. My opinion on the manager never changes. Right. I don't 1 minute want him to like. I'm not gonna like say if he gets top 4, I'm gonna give him a chance, and then the next minute with someone else, I'm gonna say, right. I'm gonna say, oh, by the way, like he can't until he challenges for the league. I won't back him. Like I'm not flip flopping. Put it that way. Manny is back. You missed the penalty save by Nottingham Forest, man.
Who saved it, Henderson?
Yeah.
Well, I'm seeing the highlight right now. And this was a much better save than the one he made against Declan Rice, clearly justifying
Exactly.
not going in for him. Mate, calm down.
Yeah, it's just a reaction, man.
Yeah, look, I know it's a reaction, but there's still about 30 minutes or so to play. You know, the job's not done. Wind your neck in. Keep your focus.
Yeah, his focus is there.
Hey, look, don't get me wrong. He's a top keeper. Good talent. No doubt about it. But there's still a long way to go to the season. And just as the league isn't won in August, the Golden Glove Award isn't decided in August. Looks as though Emerson might have that Golden Glove Award sealed. Unless the other keepers get their act together. I know I missed about 15 minutes. I had to go.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Static. Bit pissed off Hampton didn't finish. But there you go. And like some of those friends from that other channel, Static, decided to get in that F1 chat, but thinking that he knows everything about F1 because Hamilton's not the GOAT and Max is apparently. Hamilton's Say, Jesus. $60 gone in the second half. I forgot to change the banner at the top. I've got to start doing this a lot more.
Sprung the offside trap here, and just well dealt with.
Oh,
Nothing to save, but
oh no, Son. Well dealt with, Son. It's a save. Oh my God! Like Nottingham Forest is defending, man. Seriously, man. That's gonna keep him in the league. I'm telling you.
you don't need to tell me that, son. I mean, obviously, with the likes of Simon Cook coming in, there's some experience in that lineup. And,
He's got more brains. He's got more brains than freaking Gabriel did yesterday.
And then Nico Williams is also. I mean, Nico Williams is a really good buy from Liverpool. I mean, he departed Liverpool with some silverware. Some medals.
Stephen, haters never learn and move on. Haters never learn and move on and grow up. Yeah, they're very, very sad people. Listen, I'll be back and forth as I'm watching one or two other games around Europe. Go Forest. Yeah, man. Right, I know who my real friends are, mate. Don't worry about it. Right, and you're my real friends. Right, eat what's left of this. Well dealt with by Louise. Not in the Forest, still getting opportunity, man. Still getting opportunities. Big ups, Manny. How are you guys? I'm cool. How are you? Manny, he's asking you a question.
Who? Yeah, sorry about that one. I'm good, thank you. I'm a little bit busy at the moment because in addition to watching the game, I've also got some other work to do. Some good work down by Kulusevski on the right in the penalty area.
Right, yeah.
I don't think
Is he? Oh. Is it a corner? No, it's got to be a goal kick.
It'll be a goal kick, yeah. Went right
They've
through.
got to be careful. Look at the problem is with the back three there, like the wing back is too far forward. So it's leaving Kulusevski way on all the time.
Exactly, and that's one of the reasons why when you play wing-backs in a 5-3-2 formation, the wing-back simply cannot afford to go too far forward if they're playing against a team like that. If you remember correctly, Stephen, we played a 5-3-2 during the World Cup for practically every game. I think we had Ashley Young and Kieran Trippier going all the way down. And unfortunately, I don't think for the most part we had some gaps exploited, but Belgium did beat us twice, so I think it's good that for the Euros he switched his formation up, didn't have five at the back anymore.
Yeah, I think that was because the squad were learning at the time.
Yeah.
It was quite a young squad, to be fair.
Yeah. It's also quite good to see Eric Dyer being given a good role by Antonio Conte. You think he might be involved with England once again?
Nah, I don't think so. I think if Rice and Phillips get their opportunities at West Ham and Man City respectively, there shouldn't be much change in that midfield. It might be a backup option.
Exactly, because I seriously don't believe that Henderson will get too many more minutes at Liverpool. He certainly looks off the pace and needs a rest. And I remember Static saying that Milner still looks as good as ever and could be an option for.
Oh, look at that. Henderson, sweep the keeper.
Yep.
Look at that, man. That's what you call work, mate.
Yeah, I know.
Aren't Forest playing 3? Yeah, they're playing 5 at the back. 3 at the back, 5 at the back, whatever at the back. Whatever makes it the tough nut to crack. Make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, and the share button as well. We are so busy next week, it's unreal. We've got news shows, we've got Arsenal news shows, general football shows. The F1 show for this evening is going to be put off till tomorrow because I is knackered, right? So I'm going to set that till tomorrow. Why did I put that? Yeah, we got obviously the Aston Villa game. Hot off the press show. I'll finally get that show done. I'm hoping we can get that show done tomorrow, where we're talking about the Lionesses and what it could mean for them, and what it could mean for women's football. About the Lionesses winning the Euros. I really wanted to do that stream. That's why I've kept it for so long. Then we've got like deadline day. We are literally live all day, really. As soon as I get back from the hospital, which will be around about 4 p.m, I'll be back from the hospital, and then I will be live for about a couple of hours. I'll have dinner, and then I'll be live again. And I never know, I might get someone actually, if I don't feel up to it, I might get someone to cover and do the rest of it. You know?
Whatever works. I was also about to say that with regard to the Lionesses, certainly Arsenal's Lionesses, Williamson and Mead, could very well play a role in Arsenal potentially doing well this season. I think you might want to talk.
Yeah, I said that we're gonna win. I've said it, mate. We're gonna win the WSL this year. We're gonna win the WSL.
Yeah, but yes, especially it could help because Manchester City have seen two of their stalwarts, Jill Scott and Ellen White, announce their retirement from football. So they're going to be big losses, big shoes to be filled. So we'll see how City are able to cover for those losses.
It's a shame that Ellen White's done that. I would have thought she would carry on a bit more.
Maybe for to try and to help England win a potential first
World Cup.
But maybe, after all the emotion of winning in front of your home fans and everything you've been through, it's just the right time. And I think, especially given that Steph Houghton has had to miss out with injury, Wiegman might be, starting a process of phasing out a number of the more experienced stars and giving some younger players their due. So maybe Jill and Ellen did the right thing. Because, Ellen was a starter, but Jill was mainly used as a backup, so it makes sense for them to retire.
Well, and you've got that that new striker that will announce herself on the world stage, in the European stage. I can't remember who it was now. There's debate with whether he should start over Ellen White.
You're talking about Toon or Russo?
Russo.
Well, that's probably the thing. Maybe it's Russo's time now. And certainly with Wiegman, we've got the right person now.
Fucking hell, no one was challenging the keeper there. And look at that. We're looking up for a throw. Straight up. Let's go.
Yep.
Direct. Straight to. On the right hand side.
Yeah.
And it's an easy save for
Here's the
Lloris.
thing, though. I mean, Henderson has had a pretty poor injury record, so at least Forest know that if he does get injured, they've got their backs very well covered. But Henderson does look good. He
Yeah.
needed a change of environment, and I think playing with Lingard as well. His old,
Do you know what? I think, mate, if you ask half of Man United's players, they'll want to change their environment. Not being funny. 7 minutes gone. We've got less than 20 minutes to play. Actually, 19 minutes to play now. And Forest still look on top. They're looking dangerous. Down the right-hand side again. Channel intercept the last minute. Tottenham are not the shit. They are poor.
No, they are sitting back, waiting to hit them on the counter. Kane out of penalty save.
No. Come on, Manny. They should be like. I know it's Forest, but come on, man. You need to impose yourself on a team with a team like Tottenham's, with all the signings they've made, with a guy with a manager like Antonio Conte. They should be dominating this game. They shouldn't have to sit back. Be it at home or not.
Yeah. Now, I'm just checking the BBC website. Apparently, there's a comment that with Henderson in such good form with regard to penalties, he should be taken to the World Cup and actually brought on in case we have penalties. A rather silly shout because Pickford has actually done quite decently with regard to penalties. So if he stays on the field and, some shirt tugging there from O'Brien, but that should be a Tottenham free kick, and it is. I mean, with Pickford doing quite well with penalties, you probably wouldn't need that, but... I mean, he could certainly challenge the likes of Pope and Ramsdale for a spot in the squad. And I think he was in the original Euro squad to be replaced by Ramsdale.
So O'Brien's in the book. So it's a yellow for him.
Yep. And Tottenham are going to be making a double change with Richarlison and Sessegnon coming on. Forest also had made a change, I think. Lingard came off for Emmanuel Dennis. And still no sign of Awaniyi coming on, Taiwo Awaniyi. I think they
Taiwo Awaniyi. That's how you spell it.
Yeah, and Son's going off to be replaced by...
So, if someone listened to me earlier trying to say that name, sorry, I butchered it.
Awaniyi. So it's Perisic and Son who are going off. Both of them have been runners of the ground. They've run their socks off today. And so far the lone Forest change has been Emmanuel Dennis for Jesse Lingard on 69 minutes.
Yeah.
So, basically when it comes to performing for England, Pickford is head and shoulders above his competition. But he will need some good competition, and Henderson could just force his way into the reckoning. But,
he could do.
Speaking of the World Cup,
Henderson is a hang on. Sorry. That Henderson to Nottingham Forest, that's a permanent move. It's not a loan, is it?
I believe it's a loan move, and there could be the option of making it permanent. We'll see. Hennessy signed on a 2-year deal, and I think hopefully his fellow Welshman Cooper has spoken to Robert Page about making sure that Hennessy does get some good minutes. And now there's a triple change for Forest, a treble change or whatever, and we will see who has been brought on. I was talking about Awaniyi, and now he's coming on. So Cooper has decided to throw all hands on deck. O'Brien.
Yeah, he's on loan.
Yeah.
He's on loan.
The men off.
This does not include, the deal will not include an option for Forest, who were promoted back to buy the England international. So they're not going to actually buy it. They can't buy him. So they said you're only having him for the season, basically.
Right, and I'm assuming that they won't allow him to play against Manchester United either. So the three that come on,
I'll be surprised.
So the three players who've come on for Forest are Czech Kouyaté, very familiar. And Remo Freuler, Sounds
Voila, and Oyani.
Awanini.
Awanini.
So it looks as though Cooper's sacrificed a defender for maybe.
He's going a bit more offensive now. Why not? You've got control of the game. Right, Tottenham are happy to sit back, and my screen's just buffered.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, it's a bit of a
Look,
surprise.
I've got so much. I've got a little bit left, and I'm full. I'm gonna eat it.
So Lingard has been stuck.
Money's gone there. The Chargerson's on the floor. Looking like he's been shot. So what the fuck's happened there? Oh, Richarlison's done something to himself. Richarlison's done something there, but he's hurt himself big time. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button. Please join the membership as well. The membership scheme, hit the join button below. No, hopefully Manny can get back to us. Is hit the join button below and you can join us for a pittance amount each month, and all that money that is raised goes to Children's Liver Disease Foundation. Alternatively, obviously, because YouTube take 40% of all profits made, all money made from monetization. If you do want to make a donation direct to the charity, the Just Giving page link is down below. So click on it. Send how much of you want to send, right, and so forth. Or you can alternatively, if you want a private comment read out, do a super chat. It's more than welcome to us, and be really, really helpful towards making as much as I can. Obviously, to get as much money as we can for the charity. Ball in, headed away. It's still in the area. It's headed and it's gone. Goal kick. You've got to admit, Forest are giving it a go. They really are. Like, it feels quite harsh that they're behind. But then, if you don't wake up in the first 5 minutes, that's what's going to happen to you. But Forest will probably be aggrieved if they walk away with this with no points. Whoa, Kulusevski's gone off. He's off. I was pulled by. It's crossed in. And it's well won. Right, but Richarlison stopped Kulusevski. Literally, look, saw the ball and was gone. Absolutely gone. Tries to square the ball to Richarlison, but it doesn't work out. Nottingham Forest trying to play their way out of trouble and get away with it and doing it well. Very confident on the ball with his control there and getting on the right hand side once again. They now spread it left. Is this the chance? No, it's blocked. And it goes for a goal kick. It's not quite working for Nottingham Forest right now. They're getting opportunities. They just can't take them. Right. No, don't tell me. And it's a goal. Goal. It's goal for Tottenham. It's a goal for Tottenham. It's 2-0. Kane with the goal. Ball forward and they break out on the left. Then it's played out for a throw. Or was it? No, Richarlison just barges, wins that ball. Richarlison with the ball in, and then Kane with probably the easiest header you'll ever get in your life. No one covering him. No one marking him. And that will be it. That's game, set, match for Tottenham. Next game, set, and match for Tottenham. That's 2-0. Fuck. Fuck. Did say Tottenham will score again, Simmons. 1 goal, 6 back to spring counters. Yeah, mate. Absolutely. I hear on that one. Kudelski is off. Yves Bissouma is on. Plus, I want to do something here. It's a foul again for Tottenham. On Tottenham. Kane with the ball. And yeah, that's silly. Blatant. Anyway, 2-0 up now. 6 minutes to go. Game, set, and match for Tottenham.
Yep.
Come on. Been crap, but I'll take this. Spurs winning games ugly these days as well. Every Spurs win is an ugly win.
Hey, look,
love that.
They all count. Ugly or pretty, they all count. You don't get awards for the most beautiful wins. We all know that.
Fuck.
It's ironically a win of which George Graham.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Look at this. Talk of this. Look. Fuck this. I'm taking you out, son. Boy, missing you already. Jeez, you know. Fucking hell. It's like, I don't care if you've got the ball or not. I'm taking you down like WWE.
Right. So what we see here, Stephen, is clearly a team that knows how to both dominate and win, and also sit back and win.
Yeah.
These are genuine challenges for the Premiership. And the only draw they've gotten so far is that draw against fellow title challengers Chelsea. We haven't played any of the title challenges yet. Now, being on Sait's stream, I remember speaking to him about Odegaard, and we were sort of talking about how he went under the radar, made some decent passes, and was creating chances, and certainly starting to shoot a bit more. But you do, again, there's always that point where sometimes he just doesn't really have that ability to dominate games, and he can be muscled off quite easily because he has a slight frame. And if he comes up against those big bad bees from Brentford, believe me, he's going to suffer. They're gonna come at him like.
Yeah, I can imagine him against Richarlison right now. Fuck me. Like, but there you go. We'll have to wait and see on that one. I've got to message Sait to see when he's available to do his stream. Has he done his match reaction yet?
He did. I was actually on that. And
when was that?
Got about 200 odd views, so he was quite happy.
When was that?
Earlier this morning, I think.
Oh, well, he didn't message me. He didn't message me. Didn't message me about it. That's all right.
Maybe he didn't think you'd be awake. But...
No, he probably thought I'd be in the F1, that's why.
Yep.
Don't matter. There's always another stream.
Absolutely.
It's good that he's getting the views, man.
Yeah, he is. It is good that he's getting some views. I'm glad.
Because, like, he's the more subtle side. Hang on. Like, the way that when I... Because, obviously, I've, like, not been audible, but I've known, like, say, longer. He's more the... I'm more the rash, like, say, if I think your comment's deluded, I'm going to say it. If I think your comment is stupid and dumb, I'm going to say it. Like, just going to come out with it. I'm not going to take any shit. Right? Whereas he's a bit more subtle. He's very subtle and just explains it, like, in a nice way. I'm just more like, nah, sorry, you need therapy if you think that's right. I'm the bad cop, he's the good cop, and sort of this, if you know what I mean. But I remember saying to him, you should do your own channel, mate, because people would love to watch you do some shit on your own. So, and like I said, I've still got to show him Canva to help him improve his thumbnails.
Yeah. My issue with doing a channel is that I don't want it to be just on one thing. I might have to offer something different. But I am getting some ideas, and I will finalise them very soon. So I've got things set up quite well over here. I've got a nice computer. I've got the telly on my right, so I just flip back and forth for watchalongs and so forth. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, we gotta
certainly for the World Cup. We'll see about it.
Oh, mate, World Cup's gonna be legendary, mate. Trust me.
A lot of people might disagree, given that it's in Qatar, but whatever. I think England's group's going to be very epic. Wales, USA, Iran. A lot of political, undercurrents there.
Fuck it. We'll take them all on. I need to speak to talk about that, actually.
The ironic thing is that I just switched on YouTube and saw his alert. He hadn't started about a minute or so ago, so I said, he asked me if I could join him, and I said, sure.
Who's that?
That was Sait. I wasn't even expecting to be there. And now we see Jed Spence coming on in the last seconds of normal time, and we're going to find out how much time we'll have. Forest have also made a substitution. Brendan Johnson's come off.
But look at what they can bring on compared to us.
I'm looking. You're right. They've got squad depth. We don't. It looks like
I'm still expecting Tottenham to do a signing or two by deadline day. Yeah, I was expecting us to make a couple of signings Arteta's saying he wants more signings. Well, you're a liar then. And Marley, if you're watching this, right, I'll have that stream right now about Ben White. If it could take me on about Ben White, try me.
Rather emotional for Jed Spence to be coming on the City ground. He was, of course, their promotion.
Yeah.
One of the heroes of their promotion campaign. So I suppose it's a good time, really. The game's already won. He can come on and get a few minutes and have a nice reception from the City faithful.
Bad bees means something to me in England.
I think he was sat back down. Let me just take a look and see what's going on.
Jessie J, Adele, Cardi B, those are bad bees.
Has it muscled off nicely, but replayed by Kouyaté. Any chance for a consolation? Nope.
Nope. 8 minutes. Where did they get 8 minutes from?
Good save there. And a chance for a Spence goal would really have made the headlines for sure. Henderson proving his worth. Without him, it would have been 6-0.
Henderson, to be honest, has kept them in the game. Or kept it respectable at times. But then Forest have been just as good the other way, mate.
Yeah. I mean, certainly in attack, they look quite fresh.
Oh, get up, Højbjerg, for God's sake.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Get up.
All he's doing is adding more seconds to the clock.
Oh, fucking hell, seriously? Don't ever have surgery, mate. You might die from it, the way you react. Fuck me. It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, if they had my life, how would they react? They'd probably shit their pants.
Well, if they have what you have...
I mean, I don't like to keep back... I don't want to bang on about the fact that, the fact of reacting because of... I just can't stand it. Like, you're playing... You're living your dream, right? And you're just acting. It's acting.
Taking the
for me.
mickey, as we would say.
Yeah. When people literally have to go through 10 times fucking worse and they just get on with it. Jed Spence didn't want it there. Richarlison needs to look up more. I don't know what he was playing there.
So with this much added time, maybe we could see a miracle. I don't know.
Nah. If they score now, then maybe.
Well, there's a free kick being awarded.
Oh yeah, you're ahead, aren't you?
Acquisition from Watford, coming right into the side there.
Hang on, let's see if we can bend this in. Maya drama is hot. Is it?
They've won a corner out of it. Now Morgan Gibbs White, the former Wolf, now moves to the Forest.
Yeah, she is hot actually, I gotta admit. I wouldn't say no.
Ooh. And that was a very awkward clearance. Shanked, as we would say.
Ball in. Ooh, it's floating about there. Just what the fuck was that as a clearance? Fucking Højbjerg, what the fuck was that?
Yeah. And now there's some other promising stuff coming up.
And for my next trick, I'm gonna kick it forwards and make it go backwards. She used to go out with Stormzy. She used it. Stormzy, why'd you let her go? Fuck me, I wouldn't.
So Spurs will be content to eat up some seconds by conceding throw-ins and corners. No corner there, or is there? Yep, there is. Rather glum-looking Steve Cooper, but no real complaints. His team have been expertly beaten on the counter-attack.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be tough. It is tough. Going to be tough for Nottingham Forest, but like they'll get their play. They'll get them. She's with an NBA player now. Oh, is she really?
Ooh, Worrell, mate, you're not playing rugby. You need to keep it low. Went for height. Got too much of it.
Mate. Can someone outside the car park go get the ball, please? Right, someone call management services. We lost the ball.
Yeah. So no consolation goal for Forest. Another of my predictions gone begging. But hey, got the result.
Yeah. Well, I'm probably gonna lose a lot when it comes to the Spurs game predictions.
Wow.
I cannot predict Spurs to win. You're never getting me to say Tottenham's gonna win on live on my channel. Never. I'm never gonna say it.
So what was your prediction? A draw?
No, not even a draw. Not even a draw. They don't get anything from me. They get fuck all from me.
Okay.
Right. Right. I give Danny his due because he's always been there from day dot, man. He's been there since time, bro. You've been there since time. And you knew I was a gooner and you still stuck around and put up with my bullshit. So, like, there you go. So, and I'm glad that Danny is always going to be a loyal subscriber. Nothing wrong with him, man. Top quality guy. I think he tried to get on once, but he had problems with the earphones and shit. Dan, you got to sort that. You got to sort out in the headphones or something at some time, and we'll get you on, man. Get you to have your real get to hear your opinion and that. As the game finishes full time, 2-0 to Tottenham in the end, right? 2 goals, sat back, got the first goal, sat back. Nottingham Forest huffed and puffed and they tried and they didn't blow the house down. And in the end, it took another blow at the house down by Kulusevski, which was then laid off to Richarlison, which then Richarlison knocked into the path of Kane for the second. So, Danny, big up, you're a real one, bro. Big up, mate. Do you know what? I'll probably get more love. I get more love probably from from Dan than I do from Arsenal fans. You know, like there's some Arsenal fans that will give me they'll just shout abuse because I don't rate a manager or a player. There you go, Manny. What did you make of that?
Well, Spurs certainly had their moments, but Spurs were far more clinical. It's just another expert lesson in how they were able to sit back on the counter, and that's an example of how you got to have a plan A and a plan B and make sure that you adapted to the side you play on the day. And again, it was just another Conte masterclass. squad depth, he's got the players to execute the game plan, and the Forest fans are good bunch of people applauding their team. So again, we can't really have any complaints. And any Arsenal fan who thinks that we should be able to get the league at this point when we haven't yet played Tottenham, you're living in cloud cuckoo land, because we've really got to make sure that we.
It's not just
pay
Tottenham.
attention.
It's not just Tottenham though. There's other teams involved as well.
Of course, Manchester City.
Liverpool. But there you go. But other games: West Ham 1, Aston Villa 0, Wolves 1, Newcastle 1.
Actually, you got the other way around. It was Aston Villa who won 1-0.
No, it weren't. I'm looking at it right now.
No, yeah, West Ham won that. I'm sorry, West Ham won that. You're right.
So the table looks Arsenal on top. So that's it. Stop the season. Like, let's get out the wank sock, because like Arteta is top of the league, right? sorry. Man City second, Tottenham third, Brighton in fourth. That's how you can tell it's not properly settled yet, right? You still got Nottingham Forest in 14th, 4 points. I think they'd be happy with those first 4 games. Nottingham Forest. I think they'd be very happy. The 4 points. They will have to try and win more. But I do feel when it comes to playing their rivals in the relegation battle. Sorry, I'm just having to rest my stomach a little bit. When it comes to playing those rivals for the relegation, I think Nottingham Forest will walk them. Because they're already trying to do this against fucking Arsenal, Spurs, and all these teams. Imagine what they're going to do if they played Bournemouth, Fulham. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there we are. But look, I want to thank everyone that's come on. Big up yourselves. I mean, of course, if, like, what I might do, actually, I'll put the link in the chat. I'm also going to put the link.
Yeah, so I want to ask you. I'm just taking a look at the table, and Aston Villa is still above West Ham United. I think maybe I don't know if it's because Villa have scored more goals. Yeah. You score more goals, apparently that takes precedence over head-to-head record. There'll be some full-time analysis. I mean, of course, Kane's penalty was at a good height, but Henderson did really well to save that. It was a much better save than the one from Declan Rice. And Declan Rice will never again take a penalty for West Ham United. It must be said.
Yeah, it must be said, to be fair. Oh, jeez. It'd be interesting as the season goes on. I mean, if we look at next week, the next fixtures we've got coming up, we've got Aston Villa during the week. That's not going to be easy. And then we've got Arsenal, Man United on the 4th of September. So that's going to be fun. And that'll be after the Grand Prix as well. So that's relief. And then you've got the next week after that is Arsenal, Everton. Then a week after that it would be Arsenal, Brentford away. Then Matchday 9, the North London derby, October the 1st. Then we're playing, literally the week later, we're playing Liverpool. Jesus Christ. yeah. Anyway, I think if everyone's happy, I'm gonna wrap up here because I need to get some shot eye if I'm gonna be doing tomorrow's streams and shit. So I'm gonna put that back to Monday 8:30. Right, there you go. I'm gonna say that there. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the share button, please. Big up everyone that's been in the chat. Danny, right, Spursy, Mikel Arteta, Love Arsenal, hit Conky, Static, my bro, like, big up to yourself. Big up James, who's also been in the chat as well. Owen Jones, big up yourself. Big up. As much as he's deluded, he is entitled to his opinion. Big up Credit King for coming in and like talking what I consider as waffle. Right, but there you go. Can't help it. But yeah, big up DIAM for coming in. Big up COD Patrol as well. Don't forget also big up the members of James, Bargo, and the rest of my members. Big up to yourselves for being members. If you want to shout out as a member, do join the membership scheme. Right, from as little as $1.99 a month. Rich Sports as well, big up my bro. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there, guys. Right, so until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we will see you tomorrow with a new show, with the Hot Off the Press show tomorrow